Hi, my name is Judie VanKooiman, and you're watching Life Issues. This month's show is Women's Money Matters, and my guests are Carla Poulos, Senior Manager of Programs and Advocacy, and Ariana Controlos, Associate Director of Volunteer Partnerships. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Carla, I'm going to start with you. What is your professional background?
My professional background, I have always worked with marginalized populations such as children, women, immigrants, and ensuring that they have a voice when they're not always heard.
Oh, that's good. Thank you for doing that. And how long has Women Money Matters been in existence?
We started in 2009 as Budget Buddies, and then in 2022 we rebranded, and we are now Women's Money Matters.
Ah, great. Yeah, it's a very important topic, basically. And why was it started?
It was started by two women, Anita and Kathy, during the Great Recession when they realized that a lot of low-income people, especially women, didn't have access to resources and were seeking help in how to manage their money. And so that's how Women's Money Matters started.
Okay, great. And Ariana, what is Women Money Matters? What is only located in Massachusetts?
So Women's Money Matters does have participants across the state of Massachusetts, but people are finding us more and more online through Google searches or social media, and we don't turn people away. So we've had a few participants from all over the country, but majority Massachusetts, and a majority of that Eastern Massachusetts.
Okay, great. And what is your mission?
Our mission is to empower women and girls to have a more secure financial future for themselves and their families.
Okay, and what is your vision?
Our vision is that all women deserve a financially stable life.
Bingo. Yes, exactly. And Carla, who do you collaborate with?
We collaborate with anyone who's interested, social service agencies, state agencies, and as Ariana said, you know, people find us through Google, so collaborate with tons of people.
Okay, wow. And what is meant about reliability?
Reliability, yeah. So we really take pride in the fact that we are reliable and our community can count on us. So when things change, you know, right now there's a lot changing, we will change with it. As life changes, we want to learn what's going on and how do we need to change to meet the needs of our community.
Okay, great. And you mentioned that you serve basically all women and stuff. Is that who you just serve?
We serve women and girls living on low incomes.
Yeah, okay. And Ariana, who do you have memberships with?
So we have memberships with organizations like the Boston Women's Workforce Council, which promotes pay equity for women in the Boston area. We're a member of the Boston Chamber of Commerce. We join organizations like Mass Nonprofit Network in order to reach other nonprofits, in order to get, you know, more participants, more partnerships, and we try to partner with community organizations as well.
Okay, great. And what's your commitment to DEI?
Our commitment to DEI is ongoing. We're always learning, we're always growing. Last year I did a racial equity circle through the Essex County Fund. I can't remember, sorry. But anyways, it's just all about making sure that our programs are accessible to everyone who needs them. Like Carla mentioned, people in our programs are really at the intersection of a lot of different identities that lead to them not being able to access resources and not be able to have social mobility. So we serve mostly women of color. We serve a lot of mothers. So I'm not sure if you know about the mother's wage gap, but for every child that a mother has, she earns 6% less, while fathers earn 4% more for each child. So, you know, there's a lot of things intersecting, whether it's race or socioeconomic background or being a mother or a single mother, that really put people at a disadvantage. So we know that the people we're serving are a very diverse group in background, languages, immigration status, gender identity, sexuality, things like that. So we are committed to having volunteers that reflect that community, and we're also committed to learning more and being a part of groups like I was last year in order to be able to be more inclusive and support people of all kinds.
Great. And what is your model for success?
So our model for success is three-pronged in our program. So we have weekly workshops where we have a specific financial wellness topic. So those topics range from everything from building and repairing credit, finances for families with children, to eating healthy on a budget, which is one of my personal favorites. I love eating and I love working out, so that's a fun one for me. But anyways, those weekly workshops are presented by a facilitator, and they're able to answer questions and support the group from their background and expertise. The second prong of our three-prong model for success is having one-on-one mentorship, which is where one participant is matched with one volunteer and they work together for the duration of our 3-month program. And during that time, that coach is providing one-on-one support. Everyone can come into our program and go through the same workshops, but have totally different goals, totally different values surrounding money, and totally different things that they want to work on. So this one-on-one coaching model really allows people to dive in and break down their goals into small, manageable pieces. And then finally, the third prong is our peer support groups. So these groups meet every week. It's the same coaches, the same participants, the same program support staff, and they're really able to build a rapport with each other, really able to bond and get close. So that way they feel really comfortable, and there's no people feel really insecure when they don't know something. But in these groups, people know each other so well and they have such a good relationship that they don't feel insecure to ask a question. They don't fear not knowing things, and they want to share to the entire group. So with that one-to-one model, weekly workshops, and peer support groups, we see a lot of success in our program.
Okay, great. That's a lot, and that's awesome stuff that it all involves with. And Carla, what are the financial inequalities?
Well, there's the financial inequalities that we see in day-to-day is what Ariana just mentioned, right? So there's wage inequity between what a woman makes as opposed to a father or a man. And that plays out in so many different ways. You know?
And that's why you just serve women and stuff too.
Yeah, so as Ariana mentioned, right, a mom earns 4% less for every child she has, a dad earns 6% more. There's the pink tax. So if it's the same lotion, same shampoo, if it's targeted towards women, it's going to cost on average about 7% more. And there's many low-income women who are single head of household, have children, and it's not fair.
It's horrible. Now, Ariana, who do you look for to partner with Women Money Matters?
So Women's Money Matters partners with a really wide array of organizations. So we work with domestic violence organizations, we work with organizations that serve the unhoused, we work with organizations that welcome new immigrants, and we work with some government agencies, so like the Department of Transitional Assistance here in Massachusetts, we have a strong partnership with. Really, any nonprofit can refer women to us and girls. And we also look to partner with community organizations for, like yourself, events, exposure to your community, so that way people know about us. And even if they hear about us from one of our partners, we're more than happy to have them join a program.
Okay, great. And what are some of the all-time program and referral partners?
So you mean specific people or organizations that have referred people to us? Yeah, so I've mentioned the Department of Transitional Assistance. We also work really closely with housing authorities. So we have a program starting this summer with Somerville Housing Authority in the Boston area. We've worked closely with organizations in the Merrimack Valley that are housing based, so Methuen Housing Authority, places like that. We also have a really close partnership recently with Rosie's Place in Boston, which is a shelter. We have partnerships all over the state, and we're always looking to grow our partnerships as well.
Okay, great. And what type of support do you have for financial wellness journey?
So I mentioned our three-prong model, so that supports women on their financial wellness journey in our program. But we also have a lot of what we call wraparound services, where we know that you can sit in a workshop and get all this wonderful information and get a supportive coach and have this community of support. But if you don't have resources, you can't really do much with that. You need stuff and things to be able to thrive, right? Like, for example, you need food assistance, housing assistance. So we do partner with organizations in order to refer women to the things that they actually need, so that way they can focus on their finances and be able to thrive in the future. And we also partner with organizations that can provide things like transportation, technology, not only to access our programs, which are mostly virtual, but also, finding a job is mostly virtual now, and being able to access your kids' teacher and schoolwork is on the computer. So we find that people being able to access the resources for the things they need, having those needs covered, ensures that they're able to really focus in on their goals and their challenges, and kind of maybe be able to put aside those needs in the back of their mind and really focus in on their finances and working on that.
Sometimes it's tough, though, for women to work on, anything to do with money and stuff, especially being a single parent. So I'm sure that, Women Money Matters helps out a lot.
I mean, as Ariana said, with the wraparound services, since so much of our programming is virtual, we're really able to hopefully take away a lot of those barriers. So most of our workshops are offered at night or on Saturday mornings, and it's virtual so that, moms can be home cooking dinner or getting homework together, or, if you're not a mom and you got out of work and you need to have dinner or sit down or.
Right, yeah. So what is the Women Money Matters Connect community?
Our Women's Money Matters Connect is what I describe as a friendly Facebook. It's it's where all of our community members, so our participants, our coaches, come together, and they can share resources about jobs or events, or they can just be a resource for each other. So if someone has a court case in Worcester and they would really love someone else in Worcester to join them, they just post and someone else from the community will join them. It's wonderful, and actually Ariana set it up. So,
is it all online then?
It's
they
a
don't meet
virtual
in person.
platform, so people are able to stay connected with their peer support groups, their cohort, their coach. They're able to ask our entire community questions. We've had some really good questions, and I'm always like, ooh, I'm excited to see what people post, because I need to know the answer to that too.
Yeah. And Carla, how are you funded, and do you have fundraisers?
80% of our revenue is from grants and corporations, and we do have fundraisers. We have a big one coming up in October, so you can look on our website for more information. It'll be in Boston. Join us.
Okay. And if anyone has any questions, can you give us your contact info?
Absolutely. Log on to our website, womensmoneymatters.org/get involved, or they can email me at cpoulos, Poulos, at womensmoneymatters.org.
Okay. And Ariana, can people volunteer?
Yes, I would love for people to volunteer. So I described the two main ways people can volunteer, and that is to present. So you facilitate one single workshop in our financial wellness workshop curriculum. All the materials are provided to you, and the cool thing is you don't have to be an expert to help, right? Like, you've been managing your finances your whole life. Carla's been managing her finances her whole life. I'm not an expert at finances, but we're able to train people, we're able to provide materials, and they're able to facilitate the workshop based on their human experiences. And we also have the opportunity for women to coach. So coaches work one-on-one with the participant, and there's no financial expertise required for that either. It's really just someone with a passion to support a woman on her journey and really kind of hold her accountable to herself. So we really center at the beginning of the program goal setting and kind of their why. Like, why are you in this program? What do you want to get out of it? And what do you want for your future? And coaches help keep the women accountable to their goals. So they always come in with big goals, just like everyone else. And how do we break those down? How do we make them into manageable pieces? So coaches are there to support the participant, to be an extra set of hands for research, extra set of eyes for reading through resources, maybe a cheerleader too. Like, like I said, I'm not a financial expert. I don't actually love finances, but our work is so important and finances is so vital to every part of your life that you really need to focus in on it. So having a coach be there and just be like, oh, what did you do last week for tracking your income and expenses? What did you put away for your savings? No one's asking me those things. So it's really cool to be able to have someone who's a volunteer, really focused on just supporting and helping as the woman navigates the program and challenges in her life. So those are the two main ways to volunteer, and you can find that on our website under Get Involved as well.
Okay, great. And can you please tell us some other ways people can volunteer?
So we have those two main ways, coaching a woman one-on-one and presenting a financial wellness workshop. And we do have some various one-off opportunities, and that's something that we don't really have a very set schedule or a set role for. But people who maybe don't think either one of those opportunities would fit for them should feel free to reach out, and we can see how they can fit into our community of volunteers. But I would say there's probably a coaching opportunity. We do coaching, we do serve young women and teens and young girls. So even for young people, they can get involved. And we do have various workshop topics. So like I said, eating healthy on a budget definitely doesn't require a super heavy financial background. So there's something for everyone to get involved.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Would you like to share anything else about money, Women Money Matters, that we didn't touch upon for our audience?
It's a big question.
Yeah. I think we covered a lot of great stuff, but I would just encourage people to check out our website and see, even if maybe it doesn't apply to themselves, maybe, your sister or your friend or your coworker,
You never
maybe
know.
someone comes to mind, and when they're talking about oh, I really wish I could work on my credit score so that way I could get a new apartment, or I can start towards my goal of buying a home or buying a car or something like that, then maybe we'll pop into your head and you can refer them to our website and say, hey, why don't you check this out? It's at no cost to the women in our program who find us. And we're more than happy to expand our community reach here in the North Shore and in the Boston area.
Okay, great. And Ariana, can you give us your contact info, please?
Yes, so you can email me at acontreras, CONTRERAS, at womensmoneymatters.org.
Okay, thank you. And Carla, would you like to add anything else?
I think Women's Money Matters is a great organization, and we really want to empower women and girls to make the decisions that are right for themselves and their families. There's no one size fits all, right? Everyone's coming with very different experiences and backgrounds and circumstances. And so our program is really about empowering people that come to us to do what they need to do.
Okay, great. I'm sorry, but that's all the time that we have. Thank you both for all that you do for those in need. I'd love to hear your thoughts and suggestions. Please send them to lifeissuestv@gmail.com. And remember, live each day to the fullest and celebrate life.
Women's Money Matters helped us to understand that we're going to be breaking down barriers, and it helped us to reshape our mindset. Just in that small period of time of classes, our mindsets were changed, not just for today, but for generations to come. These are things that we will teach our children. Our children will teach their children, and their children will teach their children. Together, Women's Money Matters, along with their clients, are creating a world that poverty is not a life sentence, but one chapter in a story of resilience and triumph, and that we're all in this together. It's enabling new systems of support from other women who are going through similar or different situations. They ensured us that we would access our full potential and build resilience against all the changes that happen with financial insecurity and, harmful gender archetypes. The information for me was very useful. For my classmates, it was very useful. It helped us to understand ways that our spending plan could affect us on a daily basis. Our coaches and volunteers are amazing. Women's Money Matter coaches are compassionate, they're understanding, They held us accountable while helping us to learn more about our budgeting. They were individualized with us when speaking about saving, credit, and keeping track of our spending. And they even helped us with meal planning. My coach personally, Nancy, helped me with a lot of meal planning and different ways to make foods and ways to save money on, you know, actually gardening at home, things of that nature. The volunteers and the coaches, in my opinion, help with the success of the program and the success of the client as an individual. You know, they keep the clients informed and responsible, and they help search for individualized ways to support that particular client that they're coaching. Coaches helped us to gain clarity, to build resilience. They fostered growth in us. They helped us to connect the pieces of our habits to our money. So for me, I'm grateful for Women's Money Matters. I believe that Women's Money Matters, they're on a mission to create change in the lives of their clients by creating certainty in a world of uncertainty, financial uncertainty at that, and helping the clients to embody confidence in a place where helplessness and hopelessness reside due to financial struggles. The program helps the clients to feel more in control of their money rather than allowing their money to be in control of them. At least that's what it did for me. So, in closure, I really appreciate everyone at Women's Money Matters, from our facilitators to our volunteers and our coaches to even my classmates.
So Women's Money Matter really showed me the importance of budgeting and being able to plan for different things. Through the program, I actually was able to save and budget enough money to go on a vacation stress-free, which was amazing.
I had student loan debt, I was on credit card and debt from buying my first car, and I was just really feeling overwhelmed and not knowing what to do to fix my finances. And the Women's Matters group was a great group to not only learn but find community and learn that I'm not alone, which is to me half the battle of, you know, dealing with your finances. And I'm really grateful for the group and all the connections I've made and everything that I've learned. I highly suggest any woman should sign up and join. It will change your finances for sure.
It is huge to surround yourself with people who are actually talking about being fiscally responsible and talking about these things that I don't think we oftentimes feel comfortable talking about in public, even though a lot of us need help with it and we struggle.
I really enjoyed the program. I've learned so much. It's a community of women that empower one another.
I'm an older mom, and I am a single household, and I take care of my children and the bills and the food, and I make one income. So I feel like I was given some tools by going through the Women's Money Matters program to assist me in moving forward in planning retirement and making sure that I'm making our daily needs met with still having savings and some sort of income moving forward. My coach was amazing, and I love that component of the program.
It's a space where we can share our experiences and learn from others' experiences. As a participant of the program, I think it brings so much value to women's lives. It teaches us that we can be good money managers. We can also be empowered to delegate where our money goes and learn how to save and to budget and just be better. And so I'm grateful that I have this opportunity. I hope that other women get to have the opportunity that I've had.
Money Matters has been extremely helpful to me. I've learned so much knowledge about credit. I've gained wisdom on learning how to better bank and how to save when it comes to my money and my finances.
It's been very helpful to me, and I'm very grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for all that have donated to this awesome program to empower us women, to encourage us, to build us up.
Has made such a difference in my life to get the support from other young women and all ages of women.
I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I am so empowered now to move forward in life and to be able to teach others what I have been taught.
Hi, my name is Judie VanKooiman. I'm the founder and president of Those Who Can for Those in Need.
And I'm Sebastian Lemieux. I'm the treasurer.
We connect people and resources from the greater Boston and North Shore area.
We help provide help with elderly, losing a loved one, children, low income, homelessness, mental illness, disease and health issues, substance abuse, domestic violence, LGBTQ, and veterans.
We are Winthrop-based, but like we mentioned earlier, we cover a large area.
Our website is twctin.org, and on there you can find the various resources from the organizations that are with us, past episodes of Life Issues, which is a resource show, and our newsletters.
We hold 2 major events every year. We have our annual comedy show fundraiser in the spring, and early September we have our annual Family Resource Fair. For both events, please check out our website and social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram.
During our resource fair, our visitors will be able to visit the resource tables, there's food, and also various family activities.
To end, I started Those Who Can for Those in Need in memory of my husband, who passed away in 2007 of cancer. You can go on our website to learn more, twctin.org.
Thank you.